Ask about me. I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler, homie. I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler, homie. I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler, homie. I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler, homie.
I had a few hours to burn this morning, so I decided to come hit the marsh and search for redfish. I wanted to try out this new bait that I bought about a month and a half ago at Fishing Tackle Limited. It's made by Texas Tackle Factory. It's called the Hackberry Hustler. It's an eel style bait with an upturned paddle tail. It's a little bit different than anything else on the market. And we've been using it with pretty good success in the surf and in the bay for trout, but I hadn't thrown it much for redfish. But it has really good action on it. That jointed tail section gives that bait a lot of kick to it, and that little upturned paddle tail really kicks when it's coming through the water. I really like the action on this bait. And I came out this morning, the tides were still pretty high from that storm we had in the Gulf. They were about half a foot to 3/4 of a foot above normal, so I knew it was going to be difficult spotting these fish in the marsh. So all I did was just start paddling around looking for signs of fish. I was just covering shorelines, covered a bunch of water this morning, and I didn't see a whole lot going on. And then I got into this one area and I saw a lot of bait, a lot of nervous bait, and then I heard some of the fish crashing deep in that grass. So I just kept searching around until I saw a few, and they were, the way I spotted them is you just see the shrimp jumping out of the way, and they'll be pushing through that grass, and the blades of grass will be moving and in the opposite direction of the wind, or just be moving a little funny. And that's all I was looking for when I was trying to spot these fish. And whenever I spotted them, I'd get on the area and stake out, and so the wind wouldn't push me up in the grass, and I just pitched this that little paddle tail back in there. And they reacted to it pretty good. They ate it really good. Redfish right over here, just turn up the got him. Little Hackberry Hustler. This fish was just tearing up shrimp back in the grass. Sight casted it. New TTF Hackberry Hustler. One glory on him. Nice redfish. Nice redfish. He swallowed that bait. Look at that. That's all the way down his throat. don't know if you can see that. Hopefully that's getting in the frame, but he just inhaled it. Let me show you how I had it rigged up. Let me take it off that jig head. All I'm using is a 1/8 ounce high tide jig head, and this jig head has those little ribs on there, so which help hold on the bait. And just thread it through the nose and come back out right before that where the tail section starts. And then you just push it up over those ribs, and that ribs help keep that bait on there really well. And the hook's exposed. You can throw it weedless, but I was throwing it exposed today. I didn't have too much of a problem trying to get back in some of that grass, because I wasn't throwing it too far in there today. But that's the setup. I'm really excited about this bait. I think it's gonna be a good bait throughout the fall and into the winter. It has really good action on it with that ribbed and upturned tail. That it really kicks when it's coming through the water. And that profile is a little bit larger, which I like for fishing during the winter time. I throw a little bit bigger bait during the winter, and I think it's going to be a good bait for big trout this winter time. So, I mean, I'm excited about it. We'll see how it works out.